All right, y'all, let's talk about it. The Chargers got charged. Pun intended. They lost 31-30. They was up 27-0 in the first half. 27-0. Yo, Trevor Lawrence threw 4 touchdowns, but he also threw 4 picks. He threw 4 of them in the first half. And those 4 went to Asante Samuel. So Asante Samuel Jr., the son of Asante Samuel. I think he's a Hall of Famer. If he's not, he's one of the best cornerbacks to ever do it. His son was balling. He was the best player on the field defensively for the Chargers until the second half came. What broke this game open, in all honesty, was the fact that the Chargers scored a touchdown. What was it? Whatever the first touchdown was, Marvin Jones had caught the ball. He basically ran an out route on Asante Samuel Jr. and he made Asante fall. Like he tried to stop him, but then he made a left, boom, and that was it. Caught a touchdown. And then after that, the Chargers were in trouble from that standpoint on. Before Justin Herbert to pass the ball 40 plus times and only produce 1 touchdown pass tells you everything you need to know. That's how he was during majority of the season. He was throwing all this yardage. He was throwing all these passes and barely getting touchdowns. Now, I think he got about 25 overall in the regular season. But come on, dude. For him to throw all the yards that he threw, 25 is not enough. He should damn near threw 45. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, Patrick Mahomes, he threw over 5,000, but he got 40-something touchdowns, so it makes sense. This dude, he didn't throw no picks, by the way, and he didn't even fumble. But he still got outplayed by Trevor Lawrence. What a year makes a difference. The Jaguars were so incompetent last year because they had Urban Meyer as their head coach. They flipped it over. Wow. They flipped it over, man. Shout out to the Jaguars coach. Obviously, he's a former Super Bowl champion. Wow. I'm just really thinking about it. Like, shout out to the Jaguars head coach, man. I'm blanking out on his last name right now. But yeah, man, fantastic hire. Regardless of what they do for the rest of the postseason, the fact that they even made it to the divisional round and won their conference speaks volumes about the head coach. Shout out to Trevor Lawrence for working through this in his first game ever, playoff game as a rookie. Shout out to Christian Kirk. Shout out to Marvin Jones. Shout out to Zay. Shout out to Evan Ingram. Oh, by the way, Gerald Everett, former Ram, he balled out in this game. So shout out to him too. He has nothing to be ashamed about on the Chargers side. But yeah, man, Brandon Staley. I said this. I made a video within the first 2 weeks. I said that Brandon Staley needs to get fired and they need to hire Sean Payton. And that's what's going to happen. They got to fire Brandon Staley and they're going to have to trade a bunch of picks to acquire Sean Payton. But it'll be worth it. The man did wonders with Drew Brees, who was a good quarterback for the Chargers. But he took him and elevated him to a Hall of Fame quarterback, Super Bowl champion. So imagine what he's going to do with Justin Herbert once he gets his hands on him. Chargers had no running game. Despite having 2 rushing touchdowns from Austin Eckler, they had no running game. Yeah, man, they got to fire Brandon Staley. I've been said it. Brandon Staley is a good coach. A good defensive coach. But as a head coach, he's not it. He never was, and he might have got hired too soon. Like I said, the Chargers should have took Brian Daboll. You see what he's doing with the Giants, and he may get the upset tomorrow over the Vikings. But yeah, man, they got to make up for this now by getting Sean Payton. They have to acquire Sean Payton. And by the way, Brandon Staley, once you get fired, you can't come back to the Rams. You can come back to the Rams. But yeah. Yeah, man. Wow. This was so amazing. This is an instant classic. This game is an instant classic. Down 27 points. I'm telling you, once Marvin Jones caught that touchdown, that was it. They finally had figured him out. Wow. And I know some people are going to complain and say, well, if Cameron Dicker hadn't missed that kick, I'm going to be honest with you, they still would have lost this game. The Jaguars would have scored a touchdown. And by the way, shout out to the Jaguars for on 4th and 1 running that 3 running back package. I've never seen that before. Please insert that into Madden 2024. I want to see that with the Jaguars. I would love to use that on 4th and 1. That was amazing. Oh, Doug Peterson. I've been talking so long, I finally remember this damn name. There we go. Shout out to my mind. Doug Peterson. Congratulations, man. This goes to show you that Doug Peterson got screwed over by Carson Wentz. As in wincing. He scammed the Eagles, and thankfully they drafted Jalen Hurts. But he scammed the Eagles. He scammed the Colts. He got Doug Peterson fired. But Doug Peterson now has a real quarterback. A college football champion, who destroyed the Alabama Crimson Tide his freshman year. I'm referring to Trevor Lawrence. He finally has a legit quarterback, and now they can take over the AFC South. That's what you Chargers deserve. That's the performance that y'all did in the second half. Y'all deserve a burp for that. Y'all deserve that. But yeah. Once again, shout out to the Jaguars. Shout out to Jaguars Nation. Shout out to Doug Peterson. Phenomenal coaching performance. He outcoached Brandon Staley. I thought it was going to happen. But not like this, though. I thought it was going to happen from the beginning. I would have picked the Chargers had they had Mike Williams, but I don't even think it would matter at this point because they got outcoached, got outplayed in the second half. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. And like I said, it's time for the Chargers to trade for Sean Payton. And it's time for, because they're number 4 seed. Yeah, it's time for the Jaguars to play the Chiefs. I think they played them earlier this year, lost to them. I believe they will lose to the Chiefs again. But who knows? I'm all for upsets. I would love to see Trevor Lawrence shock the world. I mean, Doug Peterson, after all, is a Super Bowl winning head coach. And, he came from the Andy Reid family tree, I believe, or coaching tree. Coaching tree. So it'll be interesting to see those two go against each other overall. But yeah, man, that's my take on this game. Let me know your thoughts on this game. Should the Chargers fire Brandon Staley? Who should they hire? Should they trade for Sean Payton? And do you have the Jaguars upsetting the Chiefs next week?